Hey, how's it going guys? My name is Ray and we're getting closer and closer to Christmas, which means we're gonna start thinking about what we wanna cook for our Christmas dinner. So starting today after Christmas, I'm gonna share with you some of my Christmas ideas so you can decide what you wanna put on your Christmas table. So the first dish that came into my mind was Pear Tarte Tatin. Let's cook.
Start by cutting your puff pastry into the size of your pan. And just transfer it onto a baking paper and leave it in the fridge until needed. Next, we're gonna have to peel some pears. I'm using 3 Corolla pears here. You can choose any type of pears you like, or you can even substitute the pear with some apples. Just slice the pear into half and core it. Later we're gonna have to cut it into quarters as well, but for now we're just gonna trim the ends like that and leave it in a bowl of cold water to prevent it from oxidizing too much. Next, we're gonna split some vanilla beans. This is mainly for presentation because we're gonna use some vanilla extracts as well. And now we're ready to cook. Just heat up a pan over medium heat, add in a cup of sugar, and just give the pan a little shake to distribute the sugar evenly in the pan. Add in half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and just continue cooking until the sugar turns into caramel. When cooking caramel like this, it's important to not use any utensils to stir the caramel because it's just gonna stick to your utensils and it's gonna be really hard to clean later. So instead, just keep shaking the pan every now and then, and you should be able to make sure that the caramel is browning evenly. So when your caramel is about half done, you can start adding in the vanilla bean. And when it's done and looks like that, turn the heat down and add in the pear quarters. We're just gonna cook the pear in the caramel for about 2 to 3 minutes. And this is an upside down tart, which means we're gonna have to flip the tart later. So you're just gonna make sure whichever side you're gonna present on the plate is facing down on the pan. And as you can see, the pear that I got today is very juicy, which means we got 2 problems here. First, we're gonna have to discard some of this good caramel in order for the tart to work. And secondly, flipping the tart onto a plate will be a little bit messy later. So what you can learn from my mistake in picking the pears today is to make sure the variety you pick is not overly juicy like this. So when you've cooked the pear for 2 to 3 minutes in a pan, you can just lay down the puff pastry and use the back of your spatula to tuck the puff pastry in. Just make sure you don't put your fingers anywhere near the caramel because it's gonna be scorching hot. Next, you just have to pop the pan in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes or until the puff pastry is golden brown and crispy. When the caramel has reduced and the tart looks golden brown like that, you can take it out of the oven and just let it rest on the bench for about 10 minutes before serving. After 10 minutes, just place the plate on top of the pan and flip it over like so. And I know it's very messy, but that's all just because of the pear juice. Anyway, this can still work, we just have to do a little cleanup. Make sure the board and plate looks presentable, and just move around the vanilla beans and pear to make sure the presentation looks better. Give the plate a little wipe. And finally, you can serve it with an optional dollop of vanilla ice cream. And by optional, I do mean compulsory. And there you have it guys, my take on Pear Tarte Tatin.
I hope you like that simple recipe, and if you do, please leave this video a like and don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter because I upload every week, and please check out my previous videos right over here, and links and measurements gonna be in the description box below. Leave a comment below, let me know what you want to see me cook next week. See you next time guys, bye!